Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This market recap is for Thursday, August 24th, 2023. I'm going to start by looking at the Big 8 and the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index. I was surprised today, very surprised at how the market reversed. I was thinking with NVIDIA earnings, we were going to keep going and maybe hit, the 50 on Apple. I thought Amazon would go up and try to test the highs. I thought Google would break out. None of that. This all looks very, very bearish in my opinion. The only thing in my opinion that can really save the market at this point is Powell. And depending on what he says, because this looks bad. I mean, Apple, we get the bounce up to the 20, fall, and we fall below this prior day high. Amazon looks like it's going to bust through the 50-day moving average after it's held support for the past couple weeks. Google got a big reversal candle. Meta looks like a short. Goes up and hits the 50 and just falls back down. Microsoft, big bearish engulfing candle. Netflix, that's a short. Reversal candle on NVIDIA, and I think with NVIDIA, any pullback, I'd be looking to maybe buy it or get in. That stock's that's game-changing stock. Tesla looks bearish, can't break above the 20. The total stock market index for Vanguard goes up, hits the 50 and 20 and falls. Was not expecting this today. Check my situational awareness indicators. Bearish, 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 bearish. All the bottom indicators, which are bearish, are much higher than the top indicators, which are my bullish ones. This is all bearish. Second set of indicators, the short-term ones have flipped back to bearish. All of my market breadth indicators are bearish. The big 8 stocks are reversing. We'll check summation. We'll just check the NASDAQ because it's going to be bearish. Still has not fallen below 50. The RSI weekly has not fallen below 50. The VIX has not spiked above 20. It's the only thing keeping me from just going totally short. T2108 is now below 30. Stocks above their 40-day moving average is now below 30%. Check the NASDAQ on the daily. We go up and we hit our heads on the 25-day moving average and fall below the 10. This does not look good. The RSI 21 falls below 50, bounces 250, and comes back down. VIX is up today at 1720. J. Powell is going to need some magic for tomorrow to get this market turnaround, if it's going to happen. My power stock scan is down to 61 stocks. And that is bearish in itself. In a bull market, it's between 120 and 150. We can go through a few of those. See what's holding up still. H-Kit's holding up. It's a strong stock right there. Again, I would not take any of these. If I see a setup, I would not take it. AAOI. This has gone from 3 to 15. This is going to be a hard to borrow stock, but almost looks like a double top. That'll be a hard to borrow stock if you wanted to short it, though. CAMT still holding. Abercrombie and Fitch broke out. Everything's kind of pulling. This is falling below the 5, but holding the 12 or the 10. I'm just playing around with the moving averages because I'm sitting out right now. Does the 10 work better than the 12? Does the 25 work better than the 20? Does the 55 work better than the 50? It's just playing around. Use whatever moving averages you think work for you. ESTE broke out, going sideways. And R entering the power zone. Kind of running into this resistance though. What was support, now resistance. Does anything look amazing right now? Just Nvidia. I mean, right up past 500 and down. Look at Nvidia on the monthly. I mean, that's a pretty big run straight up. Like that's the angle of the ascent is just, I mean, it's almost straight up. It's got to have a pullback. I don't care how good the earnings are. I can't run from under 200 to 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight months up. And you're getting a divergence on the RSI. It's still in the power zone, but you can see the divergence starting. Not that I trade those, but something I just watch out for. Rover, this looks, this is holding above the 5 and the 10. I would just hold that. CIX, I would sell this today if I owned it. I was really I've been watching the stock. I was kind of excited. I was hoping when it consolidated over the last couple days it would go boom. Instead it kind of pulls down, and this is kind of a nothing day still. You could still hold it, but a little bit higher than average volume. But with the market the way it is right now, I mean, I'm not going long anything unless Jay Powell gives the market some magic tomorrow, which I doubt will happen. I'm not going long anytime soon. ANET, that's an ugly candle. Almost done here with the power stock scan. And just seeing nothing. That tells me to go short, and it's in itself. That itself is an indicator. All right, we checked the power stock scan. Let's check some of these yesterday. The setups I liked. PFIE went sideways. NR broke out yesterday. 1% follow through. CLS, I liked it here on this day. I mean, you're up 5%. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're risking a lot just to get 5%, 8% to go long. VTEX, that's an inside day. Just pass. So you see these, they have down days, but they're still above the 5 and the 10, or today it's the 12. You can hold these still, but have a tight stop. Sitting right on that prior resistance, which might become support. But I just don't see the breadth right now to go long. There'll be a few stocks, even Adobe. I've been watching this one. Looks great on the weekly. And then, had this, was up here, and then today pulls all the way back. Like Adobe doesn't look good. That's not a good candle. ULBI, big breakout, and then this is going to fall all the way back, in my opinion. AOI from 3 to 15. That's DSP. That has a big ugly candle. PFIE you could hold, but who's going to own it? This is a $2.23 stock. You shouldn't be trading that anyway. Okay. Check IPOs. We're just going through the daily routine here. Not really seeing much of anything except how much I want to go short. What's Carvana doing? Look like it's gonna break. Look like it's gonna be a short. Goes down, sideways. Wouldn't surprise me if it just goes boom and falls. Alright, let's check some IPOs. Low dollar volume, that's a breakout. Yeah, I mean that's a really nice breakout if this is a bullish market. Not very high dollar volume though, but if this was a bullish market, I'd take that. I mean, my process is to check the market summation, check the biggest stocks, check the total stock market index, check my situational awareness indicators, and that gives me an idea if I should be looking for longs or shorts. And then I just go through my scans. I like to go through the long scans in bearish markets just to almost reaffirm that I'm bearish. That's it for the IPOs. Let's check the weekly RSI above in the power zone. At 114 again, the no dollar volume criteria or price criteria or ADR criteria for this. It's just stocks above RSI 70. You can sort it by dollar volume to start. Ugly candle, PWR. Ugly candle. OSIS, this is something breaking out. That's a nice, I mean, the nice range through here, and then boom. Had earnings today, 824 up here. Might have had it pre-market. A lot of these stocks will be on the power scan if they have enough dollar volume. Sometimes I like to do this even in a bullish market just to see if there's anything super strong out there that doesn't meet my dollar volume criteria. Nothing looks like a setup right now. Really low dollar volume. Yeah, now we're getting in these stocks that have barely any volume. Alright, let's check some shorts. Alright. ELF. Down, the ELF looks like a short. I mean, it's got to get through the 50. But this is looking like a good setup with my fall from grace. It's not stocks, which are ones that have run a lot and then they fall out of the power zone. It's been above 70, except for here. It's been above in the power RSI 70 weekly in the power zone for months. When this breaks, I call that my fall from grace setup. Builder, this looks like a short. This has had a big run. I mean, this has run 100% from where we're at now. That might be a good short. SMCI, if this one gets going in the wrong direction, this would be a really good short. This is just goes up and hits the 20 and then just reverses. Kind of get a head, shoulder, head, forming a shoulder. This one's run a while. Great breakout right there. Hits the RSI power zone right on the breakout. Goes as high as 150%. Still up 78%. Big, ugly candle. Pulls it out of the power RSI zone. This is a short. I mean, looking to go short here. Look for a setup. MDB, this looks like a short. NU, that looks like a short. AUR, this was got some follow through down, broke the 50. Dash, that looks like a short. SoFi, nothing looks good right now. We could be in trouble tomorrow if Jay Powell decides to be hawkish. EXAS, this is a short today. Watch the market go up 500 points tomorrow. Upstart, look at this thing fall. Looks like it's going for the next down leg. This is pretty beat up at this point though. I mean, this is down 50% from the high. The only stock that looks worse than that is HE. Mara looks like it might start another leg down. Notice how Mara never closes above the 5-day EMA. Bumps right up to it here yesterday. Falls down. Should have shorted this right there. That would have been the day. 33%. Riot, same thing, just looks ugly. Might consolidate, you know, we might be consolidating on this support zone here. BTU, that looks like a short. Coal was strong. Short. Siri, that's $4 stock, don't short that. CALF looks like it could break this support right here. Steel. This is a short. Teladoc. This is a Kathy Wood stock, I think. Wow, look at that fall. From 300 to 21. Let's look at this on the weekly. And here's the start. Goes into the power zone, hits the 300 at the all-time high, I think it was, and then falls. And then this would go on my short scan. This is the fall from grace. These high flyers, and then they fall. It's got a high ADR, great dollar volume. It's a great short. Wow. And from the high to now, 91%. Look at that. Amazing. So much money to be made in the stock market. Just got to know which way the wind's blowing. Got to find the right stocks at the right time. Plug, that's an $8 stock. I mean, the dollar volume's high, but what I'm gonna do, if we get some more weakness tomorrow, and the setup looks good, is since it's so bearish right now, the breath is so bad, there's so many setups that look terrible, I'll probably just go long an inverse ETF like SOXIS, SOXS, the short semiconductors, or SQQ. I think tech's going to break down the most. I do like TZA, but I think the Nasdaq's going to fall faster or quicker than TZA. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll buy TZA and SQQ and then a little bit of SOXS. I'll look at the natural gas one, which is Boyle. That's not doing anything here though. If you see those start to take off. But it's just, for me, it's just easier to kind of load up on these inverse ETFs like SQQ. I mean, the ADR is 4.3. I mean, that's not amazing, but it's not bad. SOX is up at 7. This can really make you money if it gets going in the right direction, but that's hard to sit through if you're going to load the boat. But that's probably what I'm looking for, is just because what do you want to short? Tesla, Upstart? I mean, everything just looks bearish, so why not just buy a long go long inverse ETF? That's what I do a lot when I go short. Let's just check the VIX real quick. And this just looks, let's see if you can see it on the weekly. It looks better on the daily. I mean, you can see it's almost got a double bottom here. Cup with handle, I guess. Here's the cup, handle, small handle, and then update. Big update today. Yeah, nothing. This looks like it could shoot up to 20. Jay Powell talks tomorrow. It'll be exciting. See what happens. He talks at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So it'll be, you know, half hour into the trading day. Expect a lot of volatility tomorrow, up or down. And I will see you guys tomorrow. If you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe.